It's in the game.
Sports in the game.
Glad to have you along with us from Scott Stadium in Charlottesville, Virginia. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the NC State Wolfpack and the Virginia Cavaliers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rose, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
The Wolfpack head coach told me before the game. Coach said his message to the team this week is we have got to play every single game like it's a playoff game. They have done well in the conference so far, and he wants to continue that dominance, but consistency is the key. He keeps telling his team we just have to go 1-0 this week to keep that consistent approach going. Guys?
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. On the run from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. So the Virginia Cavaliers offense will go on the attack first. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. Here's a guy that can really deliver tough yards on the ground for this offense.
Man, this is going to be so much fun. The irresistible force versus the immovable object, right? Like this running game, this is what they do. They pride themselves, one of the absolute best running backs in the country, Palmer. But this defense, they don't take a back seat to many. They stop the run. They're physical. This will be awesome.
And they play like a unit, too, on defense. All 11 guys playing as one, and they pride themselves on stopping the run and being the more physical side and owning the line of scrimmage. And they've talked about this all week. We've got to get multiple players to the ball, gang tackle this guy. What a challenge for this defense going up against simply one of the best in college football. Must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. They can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Uh-oh, look out. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. The Cavaliers moving quickly to the line.
It really is no mystery. And Race, obviously, we were talking about this guy in the open, and already he's getting the ball, and already he's making his presence felt. He just has such great vision and contact balance. And, David, they are going to continue to give him the football until you prove you can stop it.
Yeah, and so the defense is going to have to do something about it. And I know it's early, and that's just one run. But how much are they going to have to commit more people to the box? And they're just going to have to play physical and realize every...
Shakes a man, and he might take off. The 20, the 10. Touchdown, Cavaliers. Once he got some room, it was over.
And QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often than this one.
The returner will field it and bring it back. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. So NC State's offense will now get its first chance with the football. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
Now, he was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing, tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Making the adjustment. They'll ride the hot hand. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
And he scores! Touchdown, NC State!
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did tack on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And that is how you finish with a 54-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. They'll run the RPO and throw it right.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll ride Davis here. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Cavaliers have this offense rolling. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Looking for a man. It's Burke. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Davis. Runs through a man. He might have some space. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Cavaliers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The play fake. That's reeled in. It's great. It's a seam. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. Defense trying to take it back.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understand the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. And I think they'll mark him right at the line of scrimmage. Didn't help much with the breathing room, but on the upside, they avoided the safety. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Just feeds the running back. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 50, the 30, at the 20. Into the house. Touchdown, North Carolina State. On to attempt the try. And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. The Cavaliers offense all set and ready to get this drive underway. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
And he's brought down after a nice game. They have set the tone in this one already inside a minute to play in a wild first quarter. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Caught in the backfield. It's Sellers. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Long way to go on 2nd down. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Burke. Here comes the heat. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. And the Cavaliers send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. He's brought down, and he looked for room to return it, and there wasn't much there. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Fresh center downs going to the air. Finds his target. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We reach the break. It's NC State on top as we get a look at the stats. First play of the period will be a second down. Quick give. Wolfpack will get the first down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Makes the grab. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Yeah, I don't know defensively if you want to keep giving this guy that much cushion, because when he gets the ball in space, he's able to shake all these defenders and turns a 5-yard completion into a first down.
The give to the single back. Runs through a tackle.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
The Wolfpack with a lot of options on second and short. Handoff again. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. He's past the marker. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
And now you just completely flipped how I play defense. I'm not really worried about the quarterback running the football. I'm like, okay, he's number 3 or 4 on my list of who I think can beat me. But now he does that. Now it puts it in the back of my mind. I got to think about it. I got to stay home. I got to stay disciplined. Nice little curveball by the offense.
So the pop pass is busted up in the backfield for a loss.
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time, down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nowhere to run. Nice stop on the defensive side of the ball.
Floats it out in space. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And they take it in for 6 more points. That is his 3rd score of the game, and now 14 on the season. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wants to throw. It's Burke. Just barely got rid of it.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Cavaliers decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. They'll run this play from the pistol. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Handoff to the single running back. Pushes ahead for a couple, they'll mark it at the 33. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Direct snap. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
And these third downs obviously are so crucial, and that's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man, you get the third down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing, running the football, moving the sticks, and now keeping this drive moving.
He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them outflanked with the Wildcat.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Got out of trouble and throws. Finds his big tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
And, man, guys, we talked about this guy coming into the game, right? He is good, and he can catch the football. He can make plays. That's his first target on the day. And I think the defense is just as surprised as we are, but the offense definitely got to get this guy more involved.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone. NC State now operating from the red zone. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Makes the grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11. And now the Wolfpack will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. 8th play of the drive, and to keep this one going, they'll need to convert a 3rd and 5. No gain on the play. They tried to run for it, and that defense was ready. Virginia will call its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
Virginia ready to get things going as the offense takes the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on.
And the Cavaliers will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We check in with Holly Rowe.
Guys, checking in with the NC State head coach at the half. He said his reminder to his team in the locker room is we are a team in playoff contention, but we have to take care of business now. Even though it's a blowout, even though they've got a big lead, they cannot be satisfied. He said we have to prove we're the kind of team that can close out games when we've got the lead. See if they can do it here to start the third.
Appreciate that, Holly.
And you could tell that the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll...
He's loose on the left. Ripping through the defense. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
What a fantastic individual effort by the big fellow there. That was a relatively short throw, but he shows you the athleticism and what he can do with the football once he has it in his hands. He looked like a running back out there, making guys miss, really good vision, nice speed as well. The coaches are loving that.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Breaks into the open. He'll come through on third down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on third down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He will not get there. A stop on third down leaves him with a 4th down from the 18-yard line. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try to make it 2 for 2, this time from 35 yards away. It is good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Good surge up front, give him 4 out to the 18. The Cavaliers want to crank the tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Shoots it to the left. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Drops back on first down. Caught. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Which is if we have a Cavalier who was shaken up on that last play. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. NC State will line up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Knocked down immediately. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short. Teams want to make their move in the rankings. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And the punishment has been extended. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Scanning the field, it's Burke. Finds his big tight end. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. And the Cavaliers have it with a 1st and 10. Working the middle, it's complete.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense has it. They're on the move. Speeding down the left side. Takes it in. Touchdown, Wolfpack. This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and it's a fake. Holder looking to throw. They wrap him up, and boy, that comes when the defense needed it the most.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
The Cavaliers offense all set and ready to get this drive underway. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy, you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs going up top. Took a shot as he threw. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in. I'm playing the pass every time, pinning my ears back.
It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Man, he coughed it up. God, big mistake. But here's the thing. I'm going to run my quarterback. I got to pick my spots, but he's got to understand when I can take hits, when I get in traffic, and I got to wrap that thing up. And I'm a running back, right? When I'm running these design quarterback runs, I got to take care of the football.
Nice gain on that play, but it leaves it a little short of the 1st down. NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion.
And you think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that where you're looking for the 1st down. You run that play, you get it. Nice, easy breezy.
Throws to the back. Got his man. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a 1st down. NC State needs to take advantage of this red zone trip. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
And how good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the 4th quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. Getting set for the point after. Here's the snap. It's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. Oh, and he's lucky to get that one back.
NC 46, 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47. 47.
And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Wide receiver going in motion. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. They'll need a bunch on second down. The run inside. It's Davis. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. With the clock running, this should be the final play.